Okay, so we are live, Prabhuji. So before starting, I'll just give a brief introduction about Prabhuji, and then Prabhuji can take over. So Hare Krishna. So we welcome you all for today's Throwback Thursday, organized by Iskcon Seshadripuram. And today with us we have our very special guest, Vamsidhara Visala Prabhuji. So just a brief introduction about Prabhuji. So Prabhuji got connected to Krishna consciousness in 2010. And after that, Prabhuji, Prabhuji was born and brought up in Mumbai. And since then, Prabhuji is, actively serving in the Mumbai community. And like whenever Guru Maharaj plans to visit in Mumbai, so Prabhuji takes care of, taking care of arrangement for Guru Maharaj visit in Mumbai. And apart from that, Prabhuji is also involved in multiple other services in the temple. Like Prabhuji also takes care of JSSS Mumbai. Like we have JSSS Seshadripuram. So Prabhuji very kindly is taking care of JSSS Mumbai. And Prabhuji is also involved in conducting interviews for Harinam Initiation and Brahman Initiation for initiation by Guru Maharaj. And Prabhuji is also, engaged in serving deities in the local temple, and also conducts, multiple programs online and offline, preaching programs. So, it's a great fortune that we have today with us, Vamsidhara Vishal Prabhuji. So we would like to welcome Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna. Over to you, Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जय पताका स्वामी इति नामिने नमः आचार्य पदाय निताय कृपा प्रदायिने गौर कथा धाम दय नगर ग्राम तारिणे नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानंद माधवम श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम हरि ओम तत्सत. So what I want to share today, I will start with a question. So I cannot see like many of the audience, I mean none of the audience video is on, but you can possibly digitally raise your hand in response to my question. So let me ask you, how many of you desire to serve Guru Maharaj? Can you just raise a hand? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow, it's just coming up. It's like almost everybody. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can just like lower the hands for now. So let me start with an exchange which I had with Guru Maharaj. This traces to my very early days, to my start of Krishna consciousness. And like I said, I'm from Mumbai, and this was when Guru Maharaj was in Mumbai. I had just got introduced to Guru Maharaj, and he was kindly engaging me in menial services, really menial services like cleaning and other things on and off. So, Guru Maharaj usually comes to Mumbai only when there is a GBC or a bureau meeting. That's his usual visit. At times when he's traveling to overseas, US, he does come at that times as well, but mostly it is during these bureau and GBC meetings. And so at that time, for some reason, it was a bureau meeting, if I'm not wrong, and it was scheduled to happen in Mahabaleshwar. So Guru Maharaj came to Mumbai. He was here in Juhu for a couple of days, and then he traveled to Mahabaleshwar. So usually when he comes, it's like a week, and it's a jam-packed week. Everybody is so enthused, everybody is so engaged in the various services. So this time it was Mahabaleshwar, so just a couple of days, and Guru Maharaj traveled to Mahabaleshwar. So I mean, okay, that's how it was planned. But something happened. The meeting got cancelled, and Guru Maharaj came back to Mumbai the very next day. And enthusiastic as I was, I said, okay, let me again go back in service. So I went and went in front of Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj, in his very energetic, loud voice, Vishal, do you know why the meeting got cancelled and why I am back? So I was like nervous. What happened? No, no, Guru Maharaj, I don't know what happened. because you are not satisfied with the 2 days of service and you wanted to serve me more, the meeting got cancelled, and see, I have come back so that you can serve me. Like I said, it was really menial service. How to motivate or inspire somebody to serve, we should learn from Guru Maharaj. Any and everybody, he really motivates us. Now when I think about it, I mean, it was nothing but Guru Maharaj like used that as an opportunity to motivate and inspire me. Well, what Guru Maharaj said next was a secret, which I will share with you. So Guru Maharaj said that there are so many devotees here, so many disciples here. Uh, Everybody has an opportunity to for service. So what is it that is coming in their way of actually going ahead and serving? So Guru Maharaj said that the key factors are intention to serve and a desire to serve. What is their intention, why they want to serve, and a desire to serve. He said that, always remember, if you want to progress in your spiritual life in this journey and get blessings, get mercy, always remember this. Your intention should be clear, nice, pure, and your desire should be strong. So if we refer to our scriptures, uh, Bhakti Rasamrit, Sindhu, Bhagavad Gita, they all spoke about, service begins by approaching a guru with humility, submission, and inquiry. Srila Prabhupada always at multiple times mentioned that guru is a transparent via medium, and by serving guru, we are actually serving Krishna. So this incident which happened, we can reflect on that, and there are like few takeaways which each one of us can you know take with us and implement in our life. So what I'm sharing, it's like, at the end of it, if everybody says, oh, one more nice class, that will not, I mean, I will not be satisfied by that, and I mean, the purpose would be lost. The idea is, if you can pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 points, whatever, and implement it in your life, I think it will be, I mean, this time which we are spending together would be successful. So the key points are, the Guru Maharaj's mercy and service opportunity is equally available to everyone. It's not that, somebody has it and somebody doesn't. It is absolutely open. It is equally available to all. And the key differentiator for us to engage in service, wholehearted service, enthusiastic service, is the desire and sincerity to serve. Which brings me to the next. The way I'm doing it, I'll give some experiences which I had, and based on that, we will try to get the essence or what we can implement in our own lives. So, how many of you, again, a raise of hands at the end of the question. So, how many of us, rather, think that if only I could be near Guru Maharaj physically, everything would be perfect? How many of us think that? Okay, surprisingly, one. Okay, so while we just discussed about, sincerity and desire to serve, the question comes, how do we serve him then? For that, he himself gave me an answer. Guru Maharaj himself gave me an answer. So this was again one of the GBC meetings this time, and it was held in Govardhan Eco Village, which is 2 hours away from Mumbai. So this time again he came to Mumbai. He went there for a few days, for a week actually. The meeting was for a week, and on a weekend, it was, I think, a Sunday. It was a Sunday, and myself and my better half, we decided to go and take darshan of Guru Maharaj and serve him if there is any opportunity to serve him. So we traveled from here to GEV, and we did After the meeting, we got his darshan. This was in the evening. And Guru Maharaj, his memory is amazing. Okay, so we had shared with Guru Maharaj through our reports that we have a Bhakti Vriksha at our home on Sunday evenings. And when we met him there on Sunday evening, he said, "Hey, now today is like Sunday. What happened to your Bhakti Vriksha? How come you are here?" So we said, "Guru Maharaj, we just cancelled it. That's fine. You are here. So we thought, we'll take your darshan. We will serve you." So Guru Maharaj said that the devotees you are in your Bhakti Vriksha, your association is the only thing they have got. Okay, and it's like a weekly program. So every week, I'm sure at every week they are looking forward to coming and meeting and discussing together and having those programs. That's the only thing that you have got. I am here. Maybe you can, adjust your time subsequently later in the week or something like that. And yeah, you can come and see me. But the service which you are doing, the preaching service which you are doing, that should go on. We should, unless and until it is like an emergency situation, try and not to cancel it. Just have it as per schedule on an regular basis. So we always speak about vapu service and vani service. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, it says that the disciple should serve the instructions or the vani of the spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada, he is he lived this truth. While, we read so many things in the scriptures, we always look for examples where, this has happened and how I can imbibe it in my life. So Srila Prabhupada is the living truth of this particular point. After his Guru Maharaj left, he carried out his Vani instructions across the world. And that's how that's like a live example. I mean, that's like a real example where that the instructions guide eternally. It's not that it's just circumstantial or timely, but those instructions which comes, they are there eternally. So true love for Guru Maharaj is shown not just by taking his association, by executing his mission, by engaging in his service, by supporting him in the various services which we are doing. So Vani is something, Vani instructions are something which are like a which we can carry on lifelong, and it creates an unbreakable connection with our guru. So while we enthusiastically run for association, yes, that gives us strength, yes, that gives us blessing, that gives us energy, but carrying his orders gives us more strength on our spiritual journey. So it has to be kind of a balance of both. I'm not saying only Vani or only Vapu. We need to weigh it based on time, place, and circumstances. How we can do it. So how that brings me to the next point or the next question. How many of us have sometimes thought, if only Guru Maharaj could have told me what I should do? If only Guru Maharaj could have given an instruction. How many of you have ever thought that? You can raise your hands digitally, whoever, okay. Oh, others, okay, it is okay. Wonderful. So again, I would like to share a instance where Guru Maharaj, cleared this for me. Now, many of us have this question, and even in Mumbai, many keep asking this question. Why? How can I connect with Guru Maharaj? How can I get some instruction, some personal instruction from Guru Maharaj, so that I can, personally serve them? So once when I was engaged in some service for Guru Maharaj, one of the devotees, a local devotee in Mumbai, asked the same question. Guru Maharaj, how can I serve you? Why don't you please give me some instruction which I can take as my heart and soul, and I can serve you. So at that time, Guru Maharaj shared that the temple president, this devotee was connected to the Jew temple. So the Jew temple president is His Grace Brajhari Prabhu. So this Guru Maharaj shared that your local authority, so in this case His Grace Brajhari Prabhu, is my representative. So please him with your best efforts, whatever you can do, however you can serve, please him with the best efforts. Take advice from him, report to him what you are doing, and by serving him you are directly serving me. So it is not always necessary that we need to we should get a direct instruction from Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj has so many disciples, and while he's like, he has given instructions. If you go through his app, through his website, okay, he has already listed the various areas, the various services where each of us disciples can connect with him, can serve him, help him serve, fulfill the instructions given by Srila Prabhupada, help him serve the various responsibilities he has as part of GBC member and other positions which he holds. So even Srila Prabhupada, he said that the immediate local authority is the direct representative of the spiritual master. So this is like the parampara system in action. It is coming down to the parampara, and for us there are the local authorities whom we connect with, whom we take guidance from. So this is a chain of both accountability where we are serving and blessings. That is how the blessings kind of flow to us. So while we can aspire for, and we should look forward to any personal instructions from Guru Maharaj, but we did not necessarily wait for. There are so many services which he has already identified and shared. So also there are our local authorities who are always there to guide, engage, inspire us. So our sincerity, we spoke about sincerity and intent of service. So our sincerity is tested in how we serve the local authorities. We should have the same amount of seriousness and devotion like we would when we serve Guru Maharaj. Uh, how many of us feel that my efforts in whatever services I am doing is too small as compared to what others are doing? We are comparing, oh, he's doing so much, so big a preaching. So Harsh Prabhu says, yes, Vani Shri feels, okay, those are on video can raise hands also. So it's quite common, like we feel, oh, they are doing so much and what I'm doing is negligent. So let's see what Guru Maharaj kind of taught me based on what I saw in his service. So this was again during the GBC time, and there were many dignitaries, many senior devotees here in Juhu, and they were obviously coming to see Guru Maharaj, His Grace Gaurang Prabhu, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. They were all coming. So when His Grace Gaurang Prabhu came, and this was in early like 2014-15, GEV was kind of becoming famous. It was expanding. It was generating a lot of interest. Lot many devotees and lot many peoples were visiting GEV. So he was sharing. He was having this discussion with Guru Maharaj, kind of sharing his report on what all he has done in GEV. Incidentally, just the same day in the morning, myself and my better half, this GBC meeting is usually after Janmashtami. So we had our first Janmashtami celebration in our building. We had like organized a very small program. There is like a common space in our building. We had organized it. around 80 odd people had come, few whom we are connected with and few of the building people, and we had reported this to Guru Maharaj. Now in this interaction with His Grace Gaurang Prabhu, Guru Maharaj saying, you know what, my disciples, they stay in Mulund, and that is like a big complex, and they had their first program, and 80 people, came there, and he was like giving that report to Gaurang Prabhu, who was kind of reporting about GEV. So that was inspiring, that was, motivating, but that it was like a small thing. It was just a start of what we wanted to do, how we wanted to serve, and of course we are just doing it in a kind of a serving mood. But that taught us that a scale really does not matter. We usually think that, when I am ready and then I will have a large program. When I am ready, I'm going to preach to the masses. When I am ready, I will do this. When I am ready, I will do that. So this instance, what it happened, this exchange which happened, it really kind of opened my eyes that in Krishna consciousness, in spirituality, this volume is not to be considered. It is, our efforts, how much, with how much love and devotion we are doing, and Guru is kind of pleased with that. In Bhagavad Gita, it's Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, right? Krishna says that whoever offers anything menial with love and affection, I accept it. So whatever we have, whatever capacity or capability we have, whatever little we have, if we can just engage it in Krishna's service, if we can engage it in Guru's service, if we can engage it in Vaishnava's service, Guru Maharaj is definitely pleased, based on this real life exchange which I experienced myself. So we should not get discouraged by, only I have started a class but only two people are coming. It is just the sincerity which Guru and Krishna sees in our efforts, and we should not get into comparing with others. It's just the sincerity, not the scale. So it can be a simple house program, a small kirtan. If you could just get one person chanting, Guru Maharaj is pleased. That's it. That is what is required. So never underestimate the impact of small efforts. How many of us have an instance or an experience where we started some service, in our life, but then we left it half done, or we started something with enthusiasm but then let it fade away, because it seemed difficult or it seemed unnecessary, right? We would have surely had such experiences where we start something and we kind of gi- kind of let it like go. So let's see what Guru Maharaj is teaching us on this, again based on two exchanges which I have experienced. So this was uh, I believe in the year 2015 or 16, and Guru Maharaj was admitted in Bhakti Vedanta hospital, and so there was a local devotee who kind of came to serve Guru Maharaj in the hospital. So they have their Guru Maharaj always has his servants who are like trained, experienced, and have been serving for many years. But they kindly allow some local devotees also to engage as and when it is feasible. So this devotee, he came and he asked in a humble way, asked Guru Maharaj, how can I serve you? So Guru Maharaj said, Guru Maharaj always carries a clicker on his, it's like hung on his neck. Most of you must have surely seen it. So he had just traveled and then got admitted to Bhakti Vedanta. So that clicker was missing. So Guru Maharaj said, can you please help and find the clicker for me? So he said, okay. So he started going around asking the servants, where is the clicker? The servants guided, look in the servant's bag, look in the big Guru Maharaj's bag, like that. So the devotee started searching, but he couldn't find it. So he again was kind of chasing the servants. I'm not able to find it, where it is. They said, okay, let it be, we'll see it later. Let us first settle. So this devotee went to Guru Maharaj and said, Guru Maharaj, I'm still trying to find your clicker, but I have one, a similar one, the clicker like you use. Can you, maybe if it is okay, you can use mine and I will find it and I'll get it for you. Guru Maharaj said, okay, I'll like use it for now. Please find my clicker. So this devotee subsequently again asked the servants. The servant said that's low priority. He already has a clicker. We have other things to settle. So that Guru Maharaj's treatment has to start, his prasadam, his stay has to be comfortable. Let's first focus on that. So that way the entire day went by, and this devotee in the evening, it's I think it was around 7 o'clock or something like that. He said, Guru Maharaj, I'm leaving for the day. I will come again tomorrow. So Guru Maharaj said, but you have not completed the task which I gave you. So he said, what, Guru Maharaj? Guru Maharaj said, you have to find my clicker. So he said, I tried. So Guru Maharaj said, no, you have not tried hard enough. Please find my clicker before you leave for the day. So then this devotees came to know that there was only one bag out of the three bags which Guru Maharaj had was in Bhaktivedanta Hospital. He went to the Mira Road temple where the remaining two bags were. He found, he opened the bomb, searched, found it, and got it to Guru Maharaj. So the learning for us in this exchange is we should not start something which we don't want to kind of complete. And when we pick up something, it has to be take. Guru Maharaj is based on this example, Guru Maharaj is kind of directly uh, teaching us that when you pick it up, put best of the efforts and try to complete it. Don't like take it lightly and let it go somewhere in the middle. uh, One of my services which I do for Guru Maharaj is nutrition calculation. So I calculate micronutrients in whatever Guru Maharaj honors daily to see that his body is getting sufficient nutrition, which can keep his health okay. So this was during a time when he traveled to US. Guru Maharaj traveled to US. Now, the way it is, there is like a proper system put in place. So I get a menu from the kitchen team and I get the actuals, and based on that, I calculate how much protein, how much calories Guru Maharaj has honored. So when he went to US, uh, Guru Maharaj has a dietitian in US whom he consults for his diet so that his health is maintained good. So when he went there, they started a consultation with this dietitian, and he was suggesting some changes. Now, when since I was calculating, I was keen to know that those changes so that I could accordingly measure and like compare whether he's getting the required proteins or not. Whether 100 grams of protein is required or 90, so that I can kind of give my inputs on the nutrition. So they said, the team there on ground, they had too many things on their hand. They said, just lay low, let it happen. Whatever is happening here, let it happen. Once we come back to India, we will update you, and then you can continue from there. Now, the menu as well as the actuals which Guru Maharaj was honored were still flowing in. Okay, I consulted, the few devotees whom I always take guidance from here locally. They said, no, you just continue your service. You don't need to stop it because Guru Maharaj has not asked you to stop it. Guru Maharaj, checks whatever nutrition you have done on a daily basis, so don't stop it. So on one such evening when this all this thing was going on and my mind was whether to stop or continue, what should I do, I just slept over it. I just slept with that thought, what does Guru Maharaj want? Should I continue or should I stop it? So surprisingly, the next day morning when I got up, Guru Maharaj had asked a local devotee there to get my number from his secretary there and send me a message saying, I'm now honoring these noodles. I've got these local noodles, and these are the nutrition values, and I want you to use these nutrition values in your calculation. So while from my side, I was saying, I don't know whether it's required or not, should I stop it or whatever. So this gives me this taught me a lesson that until the one who has given you the instruction, either Guru Maharaj or the local authority, they ask you to start or stop something, we should not whimsically ourselves think, maybe this is insignificant, it's now outdated, it's not required, can I kind of stop it? Srila Prabhupada, he in the purport for in Srimad Bhagavatam, he says that the order of the spiritual master is the life and the soul of his disciples. Srila Prabhupada also says that we should not whimsically give up service. We should continue steadily until instructed otherwise. So if it is coming from a proper authority, yes, we may discontinue it, but it should continue. So even a small instruction from Guru and authorities must be taken with seriousness and not diluted by others' opinion. So Guru Maharaj had got an instruction from Srila Prabhupada that he should honor at least one glass of milk every day. And he continues that in spite, even if the doctor's team is saying, maybe milk is not good for you, he's saying, no, Srila Prabhupada had instructed me, if not like a cup or something, I will honor a little, one or two sips or something like that. He continues to honor it. So Guru and Krishna both value constancy. Like a river flows in spite of so many obstacles on the way. We should also take that mode or mood, and in despite of whatever blocks are coming, we should give best of the efforts, try to overcome the challenges and continue our service, and as quickly as possible without any delays. We should not stop because we feel small, we feel that the service has become redundant, or because somebody casually suggested it. Okay. uh, next we we sometimes think that if only Guru Maharaj could have directly told me what to do, my life would have been perfect. Otherwise, I don't know what I am doing. How many of you feel that? If only Guru Maharaj could have directly told me what to do, my life would have been perfect. So many devotees eagerly await, personal instructions from Guru Maharaj. I've seen many devotees, in person asking this, Guru Maharaj, please give me a personal instruction. There are many devotees through emails. They kind of ask personal instructions from Guru Maharaj. But Guru Maharaj usually refrains from giving direct personal instructions. It's not because he doesn't want to. Uh, if a disciple gets a direct instructions from a guru, and for whatever reasons he's not able to keep it up to it or follow it or complete it, that would result in guru avigya, disobedience of spiritual master, and which is like which is like one of the offenses, right? So that is why Guru Maharaj is very careful. He thinks about us. He is very careful. He says he refrains from unless it is really kind of required. On the other hand, like I said, Guru Maharaj has already given a list of all the services in which we can engage as a direct service to him: preaching, book distribution, food for life, uh, Bhakti Vinod Thakur birthplace development. There are like so many instructions. All of them are listed in the JPS app and on the website. On the other hand, if somebody does approach, still approaches, Guru Maharaj said, what would he asked, what would you like to do for me? How would you like to serve me? Guru Maharaj would hears it out, gives his inputs or suggestions, and then wholeheartedly gives his consent and blessing, saying, okay, that is how you would please continue serving in whatever way. So he has already given us a bouquet of services there. I think it's 30 plus, if I'm not wrong, on the website. the scriptures, they say that the first and the foremost duty of a disciple is Guru Shushrusha, eagerness to serve the spiritual master. The spiritual master gives general guidance, but it is the disciple's sincerity that makes him or her take it seriously. Even in Bhagavad Gita, after Lord Krishna, he gave the entire, philosophy, Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Ashtang Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. At the end, what does Krishna say? Lord Krishna said, okay, now I have spoken to you all this. Now it is up to you. You do as you wish. Whatever you want to do. So the true choice uh, of what the disciple does reveals his sincerity. So we should not passively wait. Someday somebody would give me an instruction and then I would follow. We should be proactively, offering our services to Guru Maharaj and seeking his blessings. His encouragement, is not casual whenever and wherever it happens. It is like empowering thing. It is motivating us. It is kind of letting us know that we need to do more. So what if today, instead of comparing, we each took one step to encourage other devotees. So while our own self service is one bit, but what if we encourage others, appreciate others? Would that be a service to Guru Maharaj? What do you feel? Is encouraging others, motivating others to do devotional service better? Is it an service to Guru Maharaj?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. So I'll give two instances which happened here again while in Mumbai, and I was in the service. So Guru Maharaj, one day he returned from US. Okay, and he his flight landed at 12:30. It was 3:30 by the time he reached his room in the temple. And he, like, just after that, a little after that, 4 o'clock or something, he went to took a nap at that time. And 5:30 he again got up. Mangal Arti. I want to watch Mangal Arti. 4:30, 5:35 around that time. And after the Mangal Arti, he asked his servant to call one of his disciples who recently reported to Guru Maharaj that he was preaching in a non-Hindu area and he had got tremendous success there. So much so that in the non-Hindu school, he was going and having his programs, and they were like allowing, participating, and encouraging that. On the other hand, there was one instance where one devotee, uh, they were like they again were meeting Guru Maharaj after a long time, and they shared that Guru Maharaj, we have been preaching. Of course, when they meet, Guru Maharaj asks, what's your realization, what's your experience, you want to share anything? So this devotees, it was a devotee couple, so they were sharing that it's 3 years since we started preaching in our area, and we are having weekly programs, and we are celebrating festivals. But Guru Maharaj, after all this time, after 3 years, we have been able to make around 12 devotees who have started chanting, and a few of them have got initiated, but after 3 years only 12. So Guru Maharaj, like I said, it doesn't leave any instance to motivate and inspire. So Guru Maharaj said that there are entire countries in which across the country there might not be even 11, 12. So you have done an amazing job. You have like engaged at least 11, 12 devotees, made 11, 12 devotees who are nicely practicing Krishna consciousness. So service is not about scale, and what while Guru Maharaj has given that instruction, we are serving him in that instruction. The fuel which Guru Maharaj is adding is just the motivation and inspiration. So it is not what service I am doing. It's not like I take up all the service and I do it. We need to engage others in service. So those leaders who are there here in the class, and then those future leaders who would be having Bhakti Vriksha or other small programs in their community and trying to grow a congregation. It is not just the individual service, it is inspiring and engaging in others in service, which Guru Maharaj demonstrates inside out in all interactions with his disciples. Srila Prabhupada, he said that he emphasized that even if you preach to one person sincerely, it is success. So let's not compare with each other. Let's encourage others as well in whatever service they are doing and uplift everybody. Let's all grow together. And it's not just I take up all the service, I take all the credit, and it's nothing to do with others. That sort of a attitude or thought process. So when we appreciate others' service sincerely, it is non-different from spreading Guru Maharaj's mood in this world, because that's Guru Maharaj's world. He wants to inspire, he wants to engage everybody in service. So that is also non-different from service. Uh, while many of you would have got an opportunity to see Guru Maharaj personally, some of you would have got opportunity to actually go and render some physical service as well, vani seva as well. At least I, and I'm and there may be others as well. When I engaged in vani service, while I did it with all enthusiasm, eagerness, Guru Maharaj is there, I want to serve, that sort of a thing. But later I realized that maybe my enthusiasm might have caused some trouble more than actually helping out in the service. So I'll just go into a bit of detail on this. So here in Mumbai also, when Guru Maharaj comes, there are so many devotees who want to engage in service, and the definition of service for many, if not all, is service means personal service. I want to be in front of Guru Maharaj and render some service personally. And in that eagerness, while on and off they get opportunity, in the eagerness, so for example, there was one instance where one devotee came and he wanted to serve, so he like kind of took charge of Guru Maharaj's wheelchair. I will take Guru Maharaj to the temple. And in his enthusiasm, while he was navigating Guru Maharaj through the the pathway and the lift, Guru Maharaj's leg banged against the wall. Guru Maharaj is very tolerant. He didn't say anything or whatever, but it was pretty evident that the legs kind of got hurt. Other instances, when Guru Maharaj was coming out of the temple, Guru Maharaj changes his shoes when he goes in, and comes out, he wears them again when he's out. So again, in the enthusiasm to serve, these devotees wanted to serve, change the shoes themselves. So they, kind of picked up Guru Maharaj's leg and were trying to fit in that shoes. So they didn't have any prior experience in doing that, and in that actual act of doing it, they were hurting Guru Maharaj's leg. So yes, it is not just enthusiasm. We should have some training, some competence. We need to learn and then engage in service, especially if we are engaging in vapu service. It should not happen that in our enthusiasm to serve, we are causing discomfort to Guru Maharaj. Uh, 1 second. if I, while many of us here in this session have been devotees for quite many years, if someone asks you, what are the instructions you are carrying from Guru? Could you show them? What are the instructions that you have picked up from your Guru? Have you kind of listed them? Is it like a ready list available for you to demonstrate to somebody if they ask? Okay, I can see a kind of a nod of heads. So Guru Maharaj, after his stroke, uh, he on one day he called his secretary, His Grace Mahavara Prabhu, with a pen and paper, and he remembered and carefully listed all the small and the big instructions and services which Srila Prabhupada had given him, the other services which he had as part of the various positions he was holding, in which he was serving. It was not just like preaching instructions, it was the GBC roles and responsibilities, whatever, like pending projects, everything he listed them. And it's not that he just listed them, it is till date a ready reference. Guru Maharaj continues and tries to work on each of those services, fulfill each of those services through his disciples and devotees who are trying to support him on the various services. Yeah, Bhagavad Gita, it says that when a great person performs, a common man follows. Whatever standards he sets, the world pursues them. Srila Prabhupada himself said that the order of the spiritual master is the life and soul of the disciple. So by keeping a list of Srila Prabhupada's instructions, Guru Maharaj is demonstrating the highest standards, unwavering commitment, even in the current situation of health struggles which is going through. And while each of us wants like a role model or an mentor or an example how or what we should do, it's not that Guru Maharaj is just has made a list and it's available, you do what you want. He is a live example. He is himself demonstrating how a disciple should serve a guru despite his physical challenges. We are all in good health, or at least stable health, but despite Guru Maharaj's health challenge, he is just going on and on. So we should ask ourselves, what instruction of Guru Maharaj am I taking seriously? Which ones have I noted? Which ones I am going to act on? And serve Guru Maharaj uh, in whatever way possible. We should help Guru Maharaj fulfill his mission with Srila Prabhupada instructions which he had given to them. The last question for each one of us, including each of these questions for all, but this one including me. If Guru Maharaj was to check the quality of our japa, okay, and sadhana, and how we are maintaining our vows, would he be encouraged or concerned looking at us or whatever based on what we share?
Concern, Prabhuji.
Concern, yes. So while we spoke about concern, yes, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing. So Prabhu, while we spoke about so many things, so many services, and how to serve the local authorities also, and a representative of Guru Maharaj. There are so many instructions available. We can serve through vapu and vani. Okay, Guru Maharaj in many of the classes, he has said that I am suffering. My health is down. I am suffering because my disciples are neglecting their vows. Okay, so the first and the foremost, the least thing which we can do for Guru Maharaj is have a study sadhana, the 16 rounds, the 4 regulative principles, whatever. this is the foundation, after which that it comes the other services. Typically we have a habit, services will run here and there and there, and let this sadhana, maybe it's okay if it gets neglected, but our sadhana needs to be strong. Guru Maharaj himself has called it out in many of the uh, classes. So just like a building, if the foundation is not good, and if whatever we build on it, how many ever floors we build on it, if the foundation is not good, one fine day it will collapse. So on similar lines, if our foundation, which is nothing but the vows which we are given to Guru Maharaj, if they are not strong, eventually the building is going to come down. Howsoever efforts we put, howsoever progress we make, it's eventually going to come down. So we need to strengthen our sadhana as an offering to Guru Maharaj, as a service to Guru Maharaj, as a service to Krishna. We need to chant every round with attention and offering our heart and soul. So while we conclude, uh, the key takeaways which at least I got when I was even when I was trying to put this together, and know what I would share these things. So desire and sincerity matters more than the size, the numbers, or anything. Guru Maharaj never measures how big or how small. He values the efforts, the heart, and the sincerity behind our service. And so we don't need to wait for something big. Whatever we can pick up, let's pick up and let's engage in service and try to please Guru Maharaj. The second point, which kind of stood out to me, you need to serve steadily through the system and local leaders. We should not whimsically start or stop any services. It has to be in a proper way. The service should continue, and not it should not be based on personal whims and fancies, and we should make best of the efforts trying to take it to completion. And before these two, the most important point is our vows, our sadhana. So if our chanting and principles are weak, everything else becomes shaky, like the big building example which I gave. But when we fix ourselves in sadhana, we give real strength to Guru Maharaj, and he would be there more time with us, to guide us, to give us association, to support us, to motivate us, to help us progress. Uh, so with that, let's all chant one round of Mahamantra for Guru Maharaj's health. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak about Guru Maharaj, glorify Guru Maharaj, share my experiences and realizations from my interactions. And please forgive me if somewhere I have gone wrong, or I mean, from a philosophical perspective or realization, it's not in line with Guru Sadhu and Shastra. Please correct me if something like that had happened. And open to any thoughts or questions, if anyone.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful session. And the way you have organized this session, it was very good. So while I continue speaking, if anybody wants to ask any questions from Prabhuji, you can raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Yeah, so there's a question from Sri Lalita Sumukhi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, and I offer my humble obeisances unto our Guru Maharaj. The session was so nice. I mean, Guru Maharaj is a spiritual father for 50,000 disciples or so, but he's had so many nice interactions with you. I mean, it was very touching. The counter pastime, the way he explained about your Bhakti Vriksha to Gauranga Prabhu. I mean, he gives so much of importance to the people he loves. I mean, being in touch with the Uttamadhikari like this itself will help Bhakti Devi manifest. Thank you so much. I just wanted to ask, do you still send those nutrition requirements to Guru Maharaj?
Yes.
Yes, Hari.
Hari
Very
Bol.
nice. Very nice. Hari Bol.
And his love and affection is same for everyone, Mataji. It's not, I mean, in my personal experience, it's not different for different people. It is consistently same across for each one of his disciples.
Hari Bol. Yes. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Next is Krishna Rathod.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So
Mataji.
my question was that is it always wrong to compare ourselves from other devotees? Like it happens sometimes that by seeing other devotees, we like it encourage me also to do well in like my bhakti.
So that's a good question. I would say we should always look at positives in others which we want to imbibe. Okay, and we aspire for that, develop them, that and serve. So in this sense, comparison is good, but comparison in the sense, he has 10 people in his Bhakti Vriksha, I have only two. In that regards, we should not engage in something like that. In this service, he is doing so wonderfully. Somebody is doing deity worship so wonderfully. Yes, you should look up to them and possibly take lessons from them, learn something from them. Well, I'm just giving one example of deity worship. Any qualities which they have, we should look up to and try to get them.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Any other devotee wants to ask anything? Okay, so I can.
Prabhu, I just wanted to ask, has Guru Maharaj given you any personal blessings other than Krishna and Matirastu?
No, it's always been Kashmir Krishna Madhirastu. While we disciples see and feel looking at others that, oh, he has something special or something like that, Guru Maharaj, trust me, is equal to all. He has no like bifurcation or separation whatsoever. And I mean, there are many exchanges or pastimes which I have seen it like myself. To share a small example, typically devotees would say that the servants don't allow us to meet Guru Maharaj, we don't get time with Guru Maharaj or exchanges or whatever. So in Mumbai itself, when I have been serving, there are many instances where a devotee wants to have some conversation with Guru Maharaj, or a devotee is kind of waiting for some blessings for Guru Maharaj, while Guru Maharaj might be in the room, and nobody would go and inform him that there is so and so devotee waiting outside or whatever and wanting to something like that, because of whatever he has his schedule. He comes from the meeting, has prasadam, quickly takes rest, again gets up and goes. But I have personally seen many times Guru Maharaj out of the blue says, take me to the door. There is somebody waiting outside, and I want to meet him or her. And he showers his blessings. And there are instances where there are some devotee who comes from far away. He did not. I mean, the devotee doesn't call out to anybody that I have come from far away, I want to share something with Guru Maharaj. But Guru Maharaj, it's like a heart to heart connection. He knows, and then he suddenly himself calls that devotee inside the room. You come, I want to speak with you. And that exchange happens. So I personally believe, and I personally seen and experienced, Guru Maharaj is equal to all his disciples. And he, the same amount of blessing, the same amount of mercy is flowing for everybody. I always in the sessions on Bhakti Bhagavad Gita and whatever I take, I give the example of an FM radio. It is for us to tune that channel so that we receive receive the signal. If we are like, okay, you send a signal, but we are not in a position to receive it.
That's a very wonderful example. Like when you said this, I was able to remember one thing I heard, some 10 years back. So one senior devotee was saying, like Rukmini Krishna Prabhuji he is from Delhi. So he was saying, like when we are chanting, we say to Radha Krishna that give me some service, and then when service comes, we run away and we want to hand over the service to someone else. So yeah, so when service comes, we need to fine tune, like you are mentioning, we need to fine tune our FM radio channel to Guru Maharaj, so that we can receive like when the service opportunity comes, we actually take up that. So yeah. Very wonderful point.
Prabhu, one more thing. You told something, no, with respect to temple president is a representative of what was it? I just missed that point.
So, Mataji, whoever is the local authority who has taken the responsibility for our spiritual progress in terms of guiding us, mentoring us, supporting us. So they are non-different from Guru Maharaj's representative. It's like they are Guru Maharaj's representative. So if we fulfill those instructions or whatever, those services, it is as good as serving Guru Maharaj. I mean, we don't need to really bifurcate and separate out. Oh, this is service to this person, this is service. Everything is a service to Guru Maharaj.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he's pleased by it.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji, for beautifully designing this session. And like the part that I like very much is like for each pastime you had a question. And when I was like this program was started by Anajiganath Prabhu, and like when he was training me for Bhakti Riksha system of preaching, he told me the importance of the icebreakers. And whenever you were asking a question, I was remembering, okay, like Anajiganath Prabhu used to tell, okay, you need to have some icebreaker so that devotees those who are attending, they become more attentive. So that's a very, very wonderful way of presenting and helping us also to connect and understand that each pastime had a different learning from it. So thank you for designing it in a very wonderful and nice way.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Okay, so I think there are no more questions. So I think with this we can conclude here, Prabhuji. So thank you, Prabhuji. So much for giving your wonderful association. And even though you had so much busy schedule, but still you very much swiftly gave us your valuable association, valuable time. So we would like to, on behalf of all the assembled devotees, I want to thank you by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna Dandavat Pranam
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pancham Pada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. It was a wonderful session.
Hare Krishna.